Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. We're glad you're here. I'm Steve,
And I'm Scott.
and together we're Backyard Musing, the Science and Technology Channel.
And we're talking about another health topic this afternoon. So this involves women, maybe men, but definitely women. So here we go.
A sharp increase in high blood pressure is expected to drive a major rise in cardiovascular disease among women in the United States over the next 25 years, caused primarily by men, Scott says.
Yeah.
A new scientific statement published in Circulation, that's the name of the periodical, on February 25th, 2026, the flagship peer-reviewed journal of the American Heart Association estimates that nearly 6 in 10 women will be living with some form of cardiovascular disease by 2050. Would you like to know more?
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Quote, 1 in every 3 women will die from cardiovascular disease. Maybe it's your grandmother or your mother or your daughter, says Karen E. Joint, Maddox, MD, MPH, FAHA, who chair the volunteer writing group. She is a professor of medicine and public health and co-director of the Center for Advancing Health Services, Policy and Economics Research at Washington University School of Medicine in St. Louis. Going on with a quote here. Additionally, more than 62 million women in the U.S. are living with some type of cardiovascular disease, and that comes with a price tag of at least $200 billion annually. Our estimates indicate that if we stay on the current path, these numbers will grow substantially over the next 25 to 30 years, unquote.
This is eye-opening. It really is.
Yeah.
The projections show increases across all major forms of cardiovascular disease in women, including heart disease, heart failure, atrial fibrillation, and stroke. The underlying drivers are also expected to surge, particularly high blood pressure, obesity, and diabetes. Rates of key risk factors are rising not only in adult women, but also among girls ages 2 to 19.
Wow.
2 to 19. The projected crazy. I'm just thinking at church, the little girls that are in the nursery, crazy. Yeah. The projected increases are even greater among women and girls who identify as American Indian, Alaska Native, Black, Hispanic, or multiracial.
If current patterns continue, the report estimates that by 2050, nearly 60% of women will have high blood pressure, up from fewer than half today.
More than 25% of women will have diabetes compared to 15% now.
Wow, that's a huge increase. And more than 60% of women will have obesity compared to about 44% currently.
Among women of color, some increases are projected to be especially steep by 2050.
High blood pressure is expected to rise among Hispanic women, increasing by more than 15%.
Obesity is projected to increase the most among Asian women, rising by nearly 26%.
Black women are expected to continue experiencing the higher overall rates of several risk factors, with more than 70% having high blood pressure, more than 71% having obesity, and nearly 28% having diabetes.
Wow,
this is a big number.
Scary.
Yeah.
The statement also highlights concerning trends in children and teens. By 2050, nearly 32% of girls ages 2 to 19 are projected to have obesity, an increase of more than 12%. Researchers attribute much of this to lifestyle factors. More than 60% of girls are expected to have inadequate physical activity, and more than half are projected to have poor diets. These patterns are only expected to improve slightly over the coming decades. Rates are generally higher among girls of color, particularly Black girls, 40% of whom are projected to have obesity by 2050.
Not all projections are negative. High cholesterol levels are expected to decline across nearly all groups of women. Improvements are also anticipated in certain health behaviors linked to cardiovascular disease, including healthier diets, increased physical activity, and lower smoking rates. The American Heart Association defines optimal cardiovascular health through its Life's Essential 8.
They trademarked that.
Program. Yeah. This framework includes 4 health behaviors: eat better, be more active, quit tobacco, and get healthier sleep. And 4 health factors: manage weight, control cholesterol, manage blood sugar, and manage blood pressure. Okay.
Experts emphasize that prevention remains the most effective and affordable strategy for reducing heart disease. However, the projections suggest that current efforts are not enough, especially for younger women and women of color. Encouraging healthy habits early can reduce long-term heart risk. Schools, community centers, pediatric clinics, and gynecology offices can promote better nutrition, more activity, and other heart healthy behaviors. Digital tools may also help reinforce positive lifestyle changes, but don't take those digital tools into the bathroom.
Yeah. Early and consistent treatment of high blood pressure, diabetes, and obesity can significantly reduce cardiovascular risk, particularly for women at elevated risk. Health care systems and policymakers are urged to support ongoing care through early check-ins, team-based approaches, and expanded use of digital health tools. Researchers are also encouraged to evaluate how new obesity medications perform specifically in women.
Each stage of life offers an opportunity to identify and address risk. Pediatricians are advised that early menstrual periods may signal higher cardiovascular risk later in life, making menstrual history an important part of routine care. Coordinated care before, during, and after pregnancy is also essential. Ongoing research is exploring how lifestyle adjustments and hormone therapy during menopause affect heart health. This looks like a whole life study.
Yeah. Simulation models in that report suggest the trajectory can be changed. A 10% reduction in major risk factors such as high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, and obesity, combined with a 20% improvement in controlling blood pressure, blood sugar, and cholesterol, could reduce cardiovascular disease and stroke events, including deaths, by 17 to 23%. Cutting obesity rates in half and doubling risk factor control could lower cardiovascular events and deaths by 30 to 40%. So, stay active, eat right, try to eat right.
Get good sleep.
Yeah, get good rest. But it all comes down to agency, right? We all have our agency. The problem is with something like this, these kind of things just drive up healthcare costs, right? When people have this kind of stuff. So, and they're pretty high right now. So, anyway, this is not a good story. I mean, it's feel good stuff in it, but it's definitely not good.
Well, I guess we can make the changes, especially young girls, get them involved in soccer and softball and gymnastics.
Yeah, get up off the couch.
Ballet, dance.
Yeah, definitely. So,
all right, folks. All right. We hope you enjoy your Sabbath. We'll see you on Monday.
See ya and have a good day. Thanks.